watch this, not simply to physically be able to do that, but for them, here's the crucial thing with God, and here's the crucial thing that we need to understand about why Adventism is what it is, but for us to believe that what God just promised can happen. The struggle with God is not your ability to do it. The struggle with God is your ability to believe that what he promised, he can do. Oh, come on, preacher. Are y'all here today? And so Abraham at 75 says, watch this, this is why he's called the father of the faithful, I believe. Now everything next that happens in his life suggests that he didn't. Wow. See, y'all walk around and make these Bible characters look like heroes and they're humans. Watch what happens next. The Bible says that around Genesis 17, 16, chapters 15, that wasn't nothing happening. We got to assume that Abraham and Sarah tried. Sure. At least once. They tried something. Yes, right? Sir. Because then Abraham comes back. I don't have time today, but you read it in your spare time. So then Abraham comes back to God. It's kind of like, what's going on? God says, hold on, I got this. I'm going to make a covenant with you. What I just told you, I'm going to do. Years goes by. Now, Abraham is around 90 years old. I'm about to have fun now.
15 years later.
Sarah is feeling guilty because she knows her womb is closed. Even though she got a 90-year-old man, she's figuring his plumbing still might be okay, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm the problem. So she comes to the man of God, the Father of the faithful. Like when you talk about the Hall of Fame in the Bible, here are a couple names you need to keep in mind. Yes, sir. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, David, Jesus. End of story. The whole Bible is written around these guys. As a matter of fact, when God came to Moses and told him to pray, he said, pray like this. Pray in the name of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. When you talk about a spiritual giant, you're talking about Abraham. And watch your boy Abraham right now. Watch your spiritual giant. His wife is just, can you hear the conversation they have? Baby, I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying. Y'all don't believe this stuff happens. What y'all think they were singing hymns back then? Having family worship every night? Praying and stuff? The Lord said, y'all need to have children. They start trying. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. And so here's Sarah. She's like, baby, I'm sick and tired of this. Tired. Your God is crazy. But I figure we can still make this thing happen. We got Hagar here. Wow. And she's here to serve me. And I'm just ready to put this behind me. I'm ready to put this behind me. Why don't you go sleep with Hagar? Because I'm the problem. It's me. I'm the problem. And then we can put this behind us. God's promise to be fulfilled. Because I don't know if necessarily God was referring to me. He made you that promise, but he didn't really make me that promise. So maybe he was thinking, this is where the manipulation comes in. Maybe he was thinking where we feel like we got to do stuff instead of trusting God. And maybe he was thinking you, so get Hagar. Now, to me, are y'all still here? Just a few more minutes. To me, a spiritual giant like Abraham, like for real, Abraham showed up here, we wouldn't need to ordain him. But if Abraham walked in here now, everybody get up on your feet and honor that guy. We're talking about a spiritual giant. God said that he's his friend. And watch what the man of God does. This is what I would assume he should do. Sarah, you're out of your mind. The Lord has not revealed that. The Lord has promised that it would be us. And so let's go try again. I'm a willing servant. Let's try again. And we'll see what God does. Let's just be faithful to God. Well, in my Bible, not some black preacher from America who's trying to be ultra creative. No, in the Bible says that Abraham simply said, yes, yes ma'am. Oh, maybe he said like this, woman of God, God is speaking through you right now. As a matter of fact, I was just praying about this the other day. I was saying to myself, my precious wife has given me everything. She is tired. She's done the best she could. And I said, Lord, what would you have me to do? And I said, Lord, if this is your will, then you got to speak to her. And so the mere fact that you're coming to me now and sharing this revelation, where is Hagar? Let me go and be a servant of the Most High God and minister to her so that the promise of God can be fulfilled. That's not how God set it up. Now here's the crazy thing. Abraham willingly goes and makes love to Hagar. Hagar gets pregnant immediately. Now pause. You gotta know that Sarah is feeling some kind of way at 90 in this little cute thing from Egypt is walking around in the third trimester asking Abraham to run and get her ice chips and asking Abraham to go and get whatever she needs. Tell me she's this. And y'all so spiritual? Look, you know what I've discovered? You're more spiritual than Abraham and Sarah. I can see Sarah taking her teeth out, putting it on the banister, and saying, I'm tired of this. Somebody about to get up out of here today. Sarah said to Abraham, take you and your side piece and get her out of here and that boy. And you're so spiritual. You're above that, aren't you? Y'all are so above that. Y'all ain't never done nothing. Y'all just trust God all the time. That's why your lives are the way they are. Powerless. Wow. Unspiritual, inconsistent, not faithful, marriages falling apart left and right, more so in the church than in the world, because you just trust God so much. You're so spiritual, you got no problems. The devil is alive. You are the way you are because you're not real. Anybody in here sometimes, let's talk honest, even as a man of God, do you not doubt God sometimes? Do you not get mad with God sometimes? Do you not question why God won't move when his word says, if you ask anything in my name, I will do it? I'm praying for stuff to happen. God ain't moving. Tell the truth. Do you not get mad with the Lord sometimes? I can't stand the process. Hate it. I don't have to like it. I just have to trust it. So watch what God has to do. Now, I didn't see it this way in past times. Can I have a few more minutes? Yes. So watch this. After that conversation, God puts Ishmael out. God says to Abraham, no, the promise is not from him. The promise is not from Hagar. The promise is going to come through your wife's dead womb. Trust me. Stop trusting in what you can do. Stop trusting that you keep Sabbath. Stop trusting that you're an Adventist. Stop trusting that your marriage is going to be perfect when you know you're not. Stop it. Get real with God and admit that I'm messed up, I'm broken, I don't know what I'm doing, and unless God comes in my life and shifts everything, I will fail. I will give up. I will quit. So God knows that they're in a very vulnerable place. Watch what God does. This is a trick. Yeah, for real, watch this. I'm tripping like I'm reading the Bible like, yo, scandal? How do y'all get bored reading this stuff? Watch what happens. So God God comes to Abraham. I love this. God comes to Abraham, does this. He says, all right, I told you that the promise is through you. He said, so I'm going to make a covenant with you. In other words, we need to hit the reset button here because you're not trusting me. You're trying to answer your own prayers.
Wow. Wow.
This like with my wife. You're doing the most. Back off. But before we do that, I need to give you a reminder. Uh-oh. Okay, we're shifting from PG to PG-13. All right?
Okay, preacher.
But we in the Word, okay?
All right.
I promise you this is Bible. So God says to him, chapter 17, says, okay, Abraham, because you didn't trust me, I need to give you a reminder to trust me next time. Go get you and all your sons. And I want you to cut a piece of the thing that you thought you could use to make my plan real.
Have mercy.
Called circumcision. Like, y'all thought circumcision was started for hygiene reasons?
My Lord.
Circumcision was started because Abraham thought that his stuff could make God's promise happen.
Wow.
Circumcision is a reminder to all of us in here that it's not your righteousness, it's not your goodness, it's not your prayer life, it's not your church attendance that makes the promise happen. As a matter of fact, Paul says, if it's a promise, then the law automatically nullifies the promise. In other words, if I can obey my way into God's relationship and do what I could do into relationship with God, then there's no need for a promise. In other words, when I tell my kids, I promise you, and this drives me crazy all the time, we're driving and we say we're going to eat. Well, every 5 minutes, what do the kids do? What are we going to eat? What are we going to eat? And I'm like, have y'all ever gone hungry? You know me, I like to eat. You know we don't stop and eat somewhere. But no matter how many times I've come through for my kids, their natural tendency is to not trust a word I say. So too with you.
Oh.
God says, I'm going to save you, and you say, let me help you out.
Wow.
And so many of you go through this endless round of feeling guilty, and then, well, I am saved, well, I'm not saved, and God's mad at me, and I just need to do better, and I sinned last night, so I need to come to church, and you're just going back and forth. You never feel saved, you never feel spiritual, you're always up and down, you feel fake, you feel like a hypocrite, you know you don't really trust God, and at the end of the day, you're not even sure if God is who He is, and before it's all said and done, at the end of the day, you don't even have any trust in God whatsoever. And the Bible says that the only thing that's going to save you is faith. The just shall live by faith. God says, come here. I want you to cut at 99 years old.
Wow. Wow.
Do we got anybody here 50? Can you imagine that idea?
No. No.
99, cut yourself. Because every time you pull your pants down, from here on out,
Yes.
I want you to know, it's not going to be by might, nor by power, but by my spirit. The Bible says Abraham was so crazy, this is why he's a friend of God, that he said, all right, I'll do it. And some of us won't even return tithe.
Wow. Wow.
Seriously, like, some of us won't even trust God that He can heal us, that He can fix a marriage. Guys, can I just talk to you for a second? Like, you know doctrine, but you don't trust God, like, you're not going to heaven. Or your cousin